if he doesn't retire after this fight, he will give up the heavyweight title,
Mm.
go down and fight Peirera because Peirera excites him. Bro,
But
that
it's
is
true. But no,
it's
I
silly.
can agree
Bro,
with that.
it's silly. No,
I can agree with that.
bro, you can't. It
Of
doesn't make sense.
course.
Because Pereira wants to fight Tom.
Which is
Pereira's got a bigger set of
listen.
gangulis than
No,
fucking
no,
Jon
no, no, no,
Jones
no, no,
does.
no, no. I can listen. At this point in time, yeah, Jon Jones' mindset is motivation and legacy, right?
Bro,
Tom Aspinall
I'm
doesn't
just giving,
give
bro,
him
I'm just giving you a list of, I'm
legacy.
just giving you Tom's future
No,
GOAT
bro,
status legacy.
no one's gonna remember this guy in 5 years. He's gonna be like Bisping, bro. Like BA.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Bro, we're getting into it now, bro. The gloves are off, bro.
Warfare,
love, and war right now, bro. I love you, TJ, bro, but you forced me to do this, bro. You know what I mean? I was actually in two, like when I got your message, bro, I was like happy, but sad at the same time, bro. It's like, bro, it's good to see you, good to talk to you, bro, but I'm gonna have to put you down on this one, bro.
Listen. We are going to get into it. But yes, people, another edition of Knightz Roundtable. Oh my God, bro. It's been so long, I can't even remember the intro. People. It's actually really, really bad.
Trust me, bro. Trust me,
We've been MIA. Like, as Tooth looked it up earlier, and he was like, "Yeah, the last time we was on was in April," and I was like, "Yeah, that's mad." But people, we are back, and listen, you know what it is. Whenever we come back, we always return with a fight talk, and it's that time again. And as you can see, I'm with the Dr. Evil of Dentistry, our MMA connoisseur. Tooth is in the building. What are you telling me, bro?
It's good to see you, fam, and glad to be back. It's bro, let's cook, bruv. Let's cook. I see. Do you know what I see in the background, bruv? We're prepared for this weekend. Heavyweight title on the line. We've got both of us have got a lot to say about this, bruv. You know what I mean? It's gonna get heated in here, bruv. You know what I mean, bro? We might even start punching each other, bruv. You know what I mean? Back in the common room days when we used to beef about rappers and stuff. You know what I mean, bruv? We're taking it back, bruv. Chairs are about to get flung in here, bruv.
I'm telling you, bruv. Coming like WWE. I'm telling you. But people, listen. Welcome back. So glad to have you. It is Fight Talk. UFC. Is it 309? Yes, 309. 309. GOAT versus GOAT. And we are going to get into this card, and we are going to get into the GOAT debate as well, because there's too much slander on the GOAT's name, and I need to put these things to rest and correct some of these people, because the lack of respect that I'm seeing on social media, in the videos, in my group chat, is absolutely despicable. But people, as usual, before we start, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Get the likes up, get the subscriptions up. I know we haven't been here, but we are coming back. Slowly, we're going to come back, and we're coming back bigger and better than ever. So just make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Share. We are here. And don't forget to join our social media pages as well. Links are in the description. UFC 309 this Saturday. Bones versus Miocic for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. And Tooth, I know where you want to go with this conversation, but before we get into that, let's just focus on what it is we have at hand right now. We have got the heavyweight GOAT, widely regarded as the heavyweight GOAT by a lot of his peers, as well as the heavyweight GOAT in Stipe Miocic. And then we have the GOAT, Jon Bones Jones. It is the clash that, look, I'm going to put my neutral hat as the host on for a second. It's the clash that people wanted 2 or 3 years ago. I will say that. It's the clash people wanted 2 or 3 years ago. Unfortunately, due to COVID and due to obviously injuries, it hasn't happened. We're only getting it now. And safe to say, people aren't as enthusiastic about it now as they would have been 2-3 years ago. But it is here. It's the nostalgia aspect of it. The fact that we've got these two great fighters and they're going to come together and clash to see who is the GOAT of the heavyweight division. Bones technically is 27-1-1 with a no contest, but it's really 28-0. And then Stipe.
Ooh, careful. But go on. Go on. No, sorry, bro. Bro, you said a lot that I'm biting my tongue here. But that 28-0, I had to just leave a little footnote and say, we're gonna get into that, bro. I made a note of that shit.
See, people, see what I'm saying? You see the disrespect for the GOAT. This is what I'm saying, people. I don't like it. And then you got Stipe, who's 20-4, and obviously, look, when we look at it and we look at this fight, yes, we get it. Stipe's old, Bones is older. It's only for the nostalgia merchants. People are still gonna watch it, even though no one really wants it anymore. But when we look at this fight, we know what they have to gain. Jones wins. He cements his legacy in not only the light heavyweight, but the heavyweight division. If Stipe wins, it's like, yeah, I've cemented myself as the heavyweight, not only the heavyweight GOAT, but as the only man to officially beat Jon Jones. So when you take a look at this fight, let's weigh up a little bit. What are we expecting from this fight from these two? Because everyone's saying it's going to be one-sided, Jones is going to win, that's it, blah, 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 because Stipe is basically in a retirement home, he's with his Zimmer frame, but that's just not how MMA works. So what do you think is going to happen in this fight?
Well, you basically said the general viewpoint of this fight amongst, let's say, the more seasoned fans, right? But yeah, to the casual, or let's say the not so much casual, but the one that follows like the main cards, the main events, knows a couple fighters as well, they might agree with, what's going on here, and they might agree with Stipe has a chance, but the general vibe all across the board. I mean, I don't even think the UFC have any hope in Stipe, man. There's not even been that much hype for Stipe. They've not really sold Stipe as a contender. They've sold Stipe as, this old guard, like you said. But we'll get into that as well. But a lot of the promotion or the hype around this fight has been, like you said, about Jones being the GOAT. Jones is the legacy. This is his legacy. It's about to be cemented. Dana White also has gone on this, 1 year long press tour, every podcast, every press conference, beefing journalists, going online, social media, Twitter, TikTok, all this stuff, just oceans of praise for Jon Jones. Do you know what I mean? To the point where it's like now it's getting a bit exhausting.
I agree.
Yeah. It's actually not doing him justice anymore. Like at the beginning, the first few, all right, do you know what? Dana has a point. But now it's got to the point where, you're just, we could see that. What, does he have pictures of you, Dana? Do you know what I mean? It's one of those situations. Is this a Diddy thing, bro? You know what I mean, bro? Because, hey, bro, there's rumors about Jones out there, bro. You know what I mean? Let's say he's free activity.
We've not even been back 10 minutes. We've not even been back 10 minutes, and you're trying to get us cancelled already.
I'm sorry, bro. But I'm just so excited to be back, bro. I can barely get the fucking words out. But, sorry. So, circling back round to your question, what are we expecting? The general vibe around this fight is that, Jones is basically going to mop the floor with a very seasoned, old, not out of shape, but rusty Stipe, because he's been inactive for 3 years now, maybe 4. His last fight was the knockout. And currently he's not fought anyone in the UFC, because there's this argument that everyone that Stipe has fought is now retired or moved on. So no one on his resume is still in the UFC anymore. So it's for no one new. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, the general vibe is that. But if there was a way, if there is a possibility of Stipe winning, I would have to put my money on, or I would have to look at it as every time my man has had a loss, he's come back better. You know what I mean? So Stipe lost to Junior Dos Santos back in the day. Yeah. And when he lost to Junior Dos Santos, he was kind of like a Tom Aspinall. Like, he was coming up in the game, a prospect, young heavyweight, you know what I mean? Fast, quick, not knocking people out in the same sort of speed and fashion as Tom Aspinall is doing, which we'll get into later as well. But Stipe at the time, when he lost to Junior Dos Santos, who was in his prime, still put up a good fight. Very close fight, went to decision. Unfortunately, he lost the decision. But, bro, after that is where we saw Stipe come and just run through a bunch of heavyweights and eventually get his title shot against Verdum.
Yeah.
And again, he fought a prime Verdum. Prime Verdum. Beat him. And then his next loss was getting knocked out by DC in the first round. You remember that shock where DC moved up?
I was vexed.
Bro, it took us all, but that's what I mean. This is what we love about this sport, bro. And no one gave DC a chance in that fight as well, bro.
Yeah.
Like, DC before was a heavyweight running through everyone in Strikeforce. When he came to the UFC, he had to drop down because Kane was at heavyweight. His team were going to fight Kane. But then when Kane got injured badly and he was out for like a couple years, DC moved up. But no one really expected DC to go up and knock Stipe out in the first round, bro. Nobody. And he did it, bro. But then Stipe came back after that and knocked DC out. Do you know what I mean? And then he beat him again.
Yeah, I think that was a unanimous decision. That third fight.
Yeah, the last one.
The
last one. Yeah. The trilogy fight. Yeah. And then since then, obviously not much other than the Ngannou loss.
Yeah.
But if we're looking
bear in mind, it's 1-1 because he beat Ngannou.
Yeah, he beat him. Yeah, he beat him the first time round before he. I think that was before the DC trilogy.
Yeah.
But yeah, bruv. So that is the only thing I have faith in. But how much faith can you put in that, bro? Like, the guy is in his late 80s. Sorry, I'm joking. Bro. He's in his 90s. Do you know what I mean? No, I'm joking, bro. What is he? 40 now?
42.
Definitely. Yeah, he's definitely in his 40s, bro. And he's not fought, like I said, 3-4 years. But I'll tell you what, G. He's going to knock Jones out, spinning wheel kick first round, bro. That's Tooth's prediction, bro.
Bro, we know you don't believe that. But if we want to get a little bit technical, how does Stipe go about this fight? Because listen, we gotta remember, no one's beating Jones. So how does he? And no one. Yes, all right. He could probably look at.
He's beating Jones, bruv. I'm telling you, he's beating. This is how he's going to do it, bruv. He's going to beat Jones like this, bruv. Yeah. Jones, we know, is good. Is a good all rounder. He's a very good all rounder. He doesn't possess any power, bruv. That's just. And I know, like, we're gonna move from our biases and into the neutral in this conversation many times, but that statement was a very neutral one. Like, he's not a renowned knockout artist, bro.
No.
He's not a Derek Lewis. He's not an Ngannou. He's not a Mark Hunt. Like,
he hasn't got that one punch knockout.
Yeah,
power.
He doesn't have it, bro. He doesn't have it. A lot of his knockouts are from back in the day.
What's going on here?
Hey, bro. First of all, situations. Do you know what I mean? The DC one we'll get into later, bruv. The head kick, whatever, bruv. He was on roids, bro. Like, he was on roids, bruv. And that got overturned to a no contest. We'll get into that a little bit later, bruv, when we get into the joke side of things.
Bruv,
but from a neutral point of view, from a neutral point of view, bro, Stipe's path to victory is knowing that this guy shouldn't be knocking him out.
Mm.
He shouldn't be knocking him out. He's not. As long as he doesn't do something stupid like he did in the second Ngannou fight and just throw himself into the fire, hands down, and just try swinging away. And if he didn't learn from that, then, bro, Jones is fucking wiping the floor with him.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't do something like that, Jones can't knock him out, in my opinion. Right? Jones always kind of goes for the takedown.
Yeah.
He always that's what he surrounds his sort of game with. He done it against Cyril.
Yeah.
And then he done it
against double leg, innit? Double leg.
Exactly. Just shot for him, took him down, submitted him, bro. But the DC fight, the first fight, he took him down several times. Several times. Just took him down, took him down, took him down, took him down. So even against elite wrestlers, bro, my man don't care. He knows that's what is it. Out of all of his weapons, that one is a very reliable one, and it always gets the job done for him. So Stipe has to like sort of keep him off him in that sense. Now Stipe, bruv, look, he's old, he's this, he's that. He can use his wiliness, his experience, but his only, like, in my opinion, bro, he's got to knock him out, bro. He's got to do what he done to Verdun. You know what I mean? He's got to clip him. He's got to do what he done to DC. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? The second fight, just find a way to find the weakness, exploit that weakness, and then go take him out, finish him. In the second fight against DC, it was the body shots. And I don't know how the fuck I don't know how the fuck he figured that out in the third round, where this guy is built like a donut. Like, bro, just punch his body, bro. Like, eventually they will add up, and he can't move anymore. You know what I mean? But against and he could do that against Jones, bro. Have you seen Jones recently, bro? Donut as well, bro. He looks bare podgy, bro. He looks like a giant pillow, bro. Bro, you can't, bro. There's no abs on that.
Yeah, there's no abs at all. I don't know why he's done that, to be honest, because he could shred down and still make like heavyweight. It's I don't know what that's about.
He's not a big heavyweight, bro.
Nah, he's small, and that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking from Stipe's perspective, he's got to go into this fight and say, "I'm the natural heavyweight. You're not a heavyweight." I think he has to get on the bully boy tactics. He has to use his weight. He has to try and like basically beat him up. Well, as you said, he has to knock him out, but he's got to try and beat him up. He's got to go for the straight right. He's got to try and just get. The problem is trying to get close to Jon Jones is a problem, but I think you have to use one fight that I think he could use as a model is the Reyes fight. Am I right in saying that? Because Reyes was bigger than Jones, and I think it's a thing in the MMA world that Jon Jones doesn't like fighters that are bigger than him. He struggles.
Yeah, that's why he always fights smaller people. My bad. Sorry, bro. My bad. Didn't mean to. I was thinking out loud there, bro. But Reyes was the reason. I'm telling you this, bro. Reyes was the reason Jon wants nothing to do with Tom Aspinall, bro. Think about it, bro. Reyes, younger, the prospect, the guy that, like, this is the next guy. Like, if there's anyone in the division right now that can challenge Jon, it's Reyes sort of situation. And now we got the same issue with Tom Aspinall on our hands and Jon Jones, bruv, which is unfair on Tom. Again, we'll get into it when you bring up the Tom Aspinall sort of situation. But bruv, Stipe's not that young, bruv. Like I said, Stipe's not gonna go, bro. If Stipe makes it to the 5th round, it's either a miracle, or Jones sort of just beat his ass just throughout the whole fucking 5 rounds of it. Because he doesn't, like, bro, he's 40 and heavyweights don't usually, like, bro, after 1 or 2 rounds, you can see they start slowing down. And you know what I mean? The power sort of comes off the shots. And from that point onwards, it's, you know what I mean? It's the fight naturally just slows down.
Yeah.
There might be moments in the rounds, like a 10, 15 second, 20-second barrage of punches, but then it sort of goes back to a very sort of normal slower pace because they can't keep putting out that same output.
No. With the sizes that they are, they can't.
Unless they're on something, you know what I mean? Which one of them have been.
None of them have been on anything, to be honest.
Oh,
but
allegedly.
But look, we know Stipe's got Stipe's got to get this done in the first 2 rounds. Even though we did see him go, obviously you said it, he figured it out in round 3. I think he ended it in round 4 against DC. Can't remember
3 or 4.
Yeah. But he can't be looking to do that against Jones, so he's got to try and end this early. Whereas Jones, on the other hand, wants to make this fight as long as possible, because if he has to, because you just go through the rounds, I'm sure Stipe gets tired. He's not going to want to go to the 5th round and then pick him off from there. You got to kind of do the Mayweather thing where it's like, let's see what he's got for the first round or 2, try and wear him out and then just pick him apart piece by piece, so that by round 4, this guy's absolutely spent and he's just there. He's there for the taking. It's a very interesting fight though, because from seeing what people are saying, no one can call how this fight is going to end, and not because no one knows who's going to win, but just no one knows how it's going to end. No one's going out on a limb and saying, "Oh, Jones is going to take him down, rear naked choke."
Bro. That's exactly what they're saying, bro.
Really?
They're saying he's going to take him down and submit him. That's exactly that. This is bet, bro, because it's exactly.
Has Stipe been submitted before? Has Stipe been submitted before?
I don't think he has. I can't recall off the top of my head. I know he's been knocked out and I know he's lost to decisions, but I don't recall him ever being subbed.
Not unless it was early.
Yeah, like pre-UFC sort of thing. But let me have a quick look at Stipe's record, bro. So Stipe, his record. Where is it? There we are. Yeah, never lost by submission. Only he's had 3 knockout losses.
Yeah.
Ngannou, DC, and then 1. Oh, he got knocked out by Stefan Struve, which, bro, Stefan Struve, his nickname was the skyscraper because my man was like,
he's like 7'5" or some shit.
Proper, bro. Which, bro, it brings you to your infamous.
But I can't, because Stipe is actually slightly taller than Jon Jones, but Jon Jones has got the reach. Jon Jones has got the reach.
So what do we do now, bro?
But technically, Jones needs to keep him on the outside. Keep him away, because obviously Stipe's got to try and. Stipe's going to try and come forward. And look, for Stipe to win this fight, he has to come forward, because the way how he's going to get Jon Jones is making Jon Jones have to fight off the back foot, which we don't really see. So he's going to have to come forward. But in doing that, that's a risk, because we know how great Jon Jones is, and someone coming forward, it's like open season for him. So that's the dynamic that's intriguing. Stipe has to come forward, force Jones on the back foot to see how Jones reacts. But at the same time, he could be walking into something that he walked like in Ngannou. Obviously not the punch, but probably a head kick or something like that. That could potentially end the fight.
100%, bro. I completely agree with that. The only thing I would add to that, for Stipe's path to victory, is you have to keep him on the back foot. Do what Thiago Santos done. Do what Dominic Reyes done. And to a certain extent, bruv, even Anthony Smith took this guy to a fucking decision, bruv. Anthony fucking Smith took Jon Jones to a decision, bruv. Like, OSP took this fucking guy to a decision, bruv. Ovin St. Preux, from your ends, bruv. I forgot where he's from, bruv. What, Haiti or something, bruv? But yeah, bruv. These
man took it to my ends, bruv.
Bro, somewhere near your ends, bro. No, I'm playing, bro. But you know what I mean? These men took the GOAT to a decision. And like you said, they gave him problems, bro. And the way they gave him problems was by pushing him back, not letting him get them down. And as long as Stipe can keep him off him, not get taken down, and push him back, bro, Stipe is better than all those other men. So he can win. Could potentially win by knocking him out by doing that, if he's if he's able to do that in the fight, if he's able to execute that in the fight. But bro, realistically, I think 90% of us, when we really sit down and unpack this fight, we only see it going one way, bruv. Jones is going to shoot and take him down, whether it be in the clinch, whether it be from the outside. Yeah, he's going to throw his typical pity-patty shots with some low kicks, high kicks sort of situation. But I feel as if, and I think Jones knows that if he gets this guy, he could take him down like he's done with everyone in his career.
Yeah.
And then once he's got him on the ground, it's just a matter of time, because Stipe isn't a jiu-jitsu guy. Do you know what I mean? He's got jits, he's got wrestling, he's got grappling, but we're not talking about anything that can compete on a Jon Jones level.
Yeah. Which is fair. And as I said, that's why this fight, obviously, GOAT versus GOAT. Jon Jones wins. He claims that he's beaten the heavyweight GOAT and he can cement his legacy. Stipe wins. He is the heavyweight GOAT and he can say he's beaten the GOAT, which allows us to segue. Into what could potentially happen after this fight. Now, listen here, people, because the foolishness that I hear on social media and YouTube, oh, Jones is ducking Aspinall and Jones don't want none, and Jones doesn't want it. Listen, let's get a few things straight. We knew when Ngannou left, Bones had two objectives to win. Well, even before Ngannou left, his objective was to win the heavyweight crown. But once Ngannou left, to win the heavyweight crown and to face the heavyweight GOAT. It has always been the agenda, right? Now, don't get me wrong. Tom Aspinall's come in. He's done well, knocked a lot of guys out, and he's thrown a spanner in the works to the point where in which he's the interim champion and he's calling out Jon Jones, which he has a right to. But, young buck, you wait your turn, right? Jones has earned the right to have this fight with Stipe. Jones has earned the right to call the shots and what he wants to do, yeah? Because of the legacy that he has built in the company, right? So this fight will happen with Stipe, and then it's up to Jon Jones what he wants to do. If he wants to retire, he has the right to retire, right? This is the guy who's the youngest UFC champion in history and fought everybody. Now, Tooth might be able to say some other names that possibly won't be well known to the casuals, right? And he could argue Jones ducked this person out. But when we're talking about the names, Jones fought everybody. The Ngannou thing was unfortunate because Ngannou left before Jones could obviously get the size to be at heavyweight. So there was no ducking, but you're not gonna. These people like to compare the Jon Jones thing to the DC. As Tu said, DC was heavyweight in Strikeforce, and then had to come. It only came down to light heavyweight because Kane was at heavyweight. So DC, and obviously DC had the body to just be like a natural heavyweight. Jon Jones has never been that, so he had to build it because he knew he was going into the Lions den with Ngannou and Stipe in that division. So he couldn't be going in there. You give me 6 months, I'm going to get there. That's not happening. Obviously, some other shit happened as well. Court cases and that that he had.
Allegedly.
Well, actually, no, he did have the court cases and the police, but that's not allegedly. But yeah.
Bro.
So, but that's my point. If he wants to go, he can go. But if not, Tom Aspinall, you will get your chance. But whilst you have been waiting, right, for me, I still want to see him fight Gon before he fights Jon Jones. Because I feel like the heavyweights he's fought have been all samey. Tooth will say different. And obviously, there was a killer that he totally dealt with. Can't remember his name. The last person he fought to, what was his name?
So the last person he fought was Curtis Blades, but before
Oh,
that,
was it Blades? Oh no,
yeah,
I
Blades,
forgot about Blades. The one before that. The one before that.
Pavlovich.
Yeah, who everyone was scared of that he dealt with. And listen, I have utmost respect for Tom Aspinall, what he's done. But wait your turn, kid, right? But if you don't get the opportunity, I don't want to hear, oh, Jones ducked Tom. You knew what the agenda was. You knew what he seeked to do, right? And with the legacy that he's built, if Jon Jones decides he wants to duck Tom Aspinall, which he's not, but if he decides to, he has every single right to. A man once said, a Scouse man once said, leave the football before football leaves you. Yeah, and I think that's what Jon Jones may do. He may just leave UFC before
guy,
UFC.
bro. Who the fuck is this? Bill Shankly. You know what I mean, bro? What? We're never walking alone, yeah.
He might leave UFC before UFC leaves him. Right? He wants to retire at the top. Let him be. But we'll see what happens. Tooth, the floor is yours, bro.
All right, bro. I feel bad because this is where a lot of shit is about to get dismantled, bruv. Don't believe the mistruths of this man.
Nah. Everything's true. Everything's true. It's either truth or it's alleged.
True. Yeah, exactly, bro. A lot of these alleged claims that are coming out. But there's a couple things I'm going to run through. I'll try to run through all of them in the same sort of order that you kind of went through them with.
Yeah.
So when we were talking, like when we finished up on like getting technical about the Stipe Jones fight, and then you said like the legacy for Stipe, well, obviously, bro, it's a shock, upsets the world. It shocks the world. It's the biggest upset in probably heavyweight history, sort of thing, situation. So yeah, absolutely, this propels him into mythical status. You know what I mean? Like mythical amongst all MMA fans, even amongst casual fans. This will elevate him to fucking almost damn near God status amongst
100.
Yeah. 100. For Jones, it doesn't do much, bro. It doesn't. No, I'm being honest. For Jones, it doesn't do much, bro. And I know I'm going to get into the bias side of things, but just keeping that part neutral, it doesn't do much, bro. His legacy before this was what sort of...
Yeah, 100. Yeah.
This fight is, like you said, all nostalgia, all the UFC trying to make it, push it. They don't want, at this stage, they don't want Jones risking his career. Jones doesn't want to risk his career. So they're giving him this safe fight, bruv. They're giving him a safe fight against a guy that hasn't fought in 4 years. He's past it. He's over it. He's 42. He's not a young, hungry, up-and-coming heavyweight that is a threat. And everyone sort of knows it. Even John has said the same things that you have said. He's like, look, this is a gimme fight, a cherry pick fight. I want this guy, but I'm going to cloak it for the reasons of legacy and GOAT and this and that. But real talk, I'm going nowhere near Tom. I don't want nothing to do with him. And I'm not going to repeat the same things, but yeah, he hasn't earned it. He's too young. Who has he fought? Blah, blah, blah. All of that same rhetoric. But that's on their legacy side of things. But the reason why this fight sort of was conceived was because the Ngannou fight didn't happen. And this was at a time, a very sensitive time for all three parties. Yeah. For Dana, for Francis, and for John. All three were kind of at odds with each other at that time.
I remember. Yeah.
Ngannou, allegedly here, wanted the Jones fight. He wanted the Jones fight. Because for him, it was more leverage, a name, all of this, that, the other, all the benefits that come with fighting Jon Jones.
Yeah.
And potentially beating him because you have that equalizer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which is true.
You put anyone in front of Ngannou, he's got a chance of knocking him out.
Yeah, it's the one fight. Sorry to cut you off. It's the one fight that I can't lie to you. Yeah. I would jump on the bandwagon and say I didn't want Jon Jones to fight Ngannou.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, 100%. And I would go a step further and say John didn't want that fight. And the reason why I say that, bro, is because at that time, not only Dana, but Jon Jones was saying it himself. Again, these are all things that we could go Google, find a quote where Jon said it, right? He said he wanted that Deontay Wilder money because at the time, Wilder was getting 22, 23 mil.
So did Ngannou.
Later on, but not at that time. Not at that time. At that time, Ngannou had just beaten Stipe.
Yeah.
Right? So it was like it made sense for sort of like, all right, Jones.
Yeah, Jones for the next.
Jones to come up. And Stipe was crying about not getting his trilogy.
Yes.
At that time, yeah, with Ngannou.
Yeah.
So Stipe was wiped out the picture. It was between Ngannou and Jones. Apparently, Jones was being so difficult to negotiate with that Dana just took the fight off the table, kind of thing. It was like he's not going to take the fight. He wants this amount of money. Jones said it himself as well. I want this amount of money. I want the Deontay Wilder money. I'm not taking it for anything less. And at that time, Dana was like, "Bro, this is not boxing. You know what I mean? It's not boxing." But he priced himself out. Is essentially what I'm trying to say.
To be fair, I don't think I think in terms of MMA terms, he priced himself out, but the money that would have been made from this fight, I don't think that's pricing himself out. But I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Not at all. But you know, if it was a situation like, put it this way, let's just take Jon out of that story. Put Tom Aspinall in. He would have taken the fight.
He would have. But the money wouldn't have been. The money wouldn't even made half of what they were gonna make.
No, of course, but bro, the point I'm trying to make is like,
no, but I hear you.
There was no urgency. They're like, it was all just base. Like, you know, when someone's just saying something for the sake of saying it, but you know they're not gonna do it. Like, they're not gonna follow through. That's what Jones done in the end. Essentially, he was like, I want that Ngannou fight. I'm gonna. I really want it. He went on podcasts talking about it. Yeah, I know there's the chance of me getting knocked out, but then when it came to actually putting pen to paper, my man was just not budging, not collaborative whatsoever. It was like, Deontay Wilder money or nothing, no fight happens. It's like,
but I think that, again,
but bro, do you think he's making that sort of money for the Stipe fight? When they release the purses, I don't think he's making 22+ mil from Stipe, bro. Have you seen the card? The card is trash, bro.
No.
The card is trash, bro. No one's fucking paying to see this, bro. The only money they're getting from this is from the gate, bro. But sorry, I digress. I digress completely because the Ngannou situation, let's just nip it in the bud and say, all right, it didn't happen for whatever reason. I believe it was Jones didn't want nothing to do with him. The same way he doesn't want nothing to do with Aspinall because of that threat of getting knocked out. So he priced himself out, took a 2-3 year gardening leave hiatus, put on a shitload of weight, grew a set of tits. You know what I mean? Probably took some more PEDs. But
never.
In that period.
Never.
While Jones is on gardening leave. All right. There is this Chad from fucking Manchester, Newcastle. I don't know where the fuck he's from.
Man, I think it's Mank.
Is it Manny? Some gypsy from some Jippo from Manny has just entered the UFC, bruv. Yeah. And he goes by future GOAT status. Yeah. Tom Aspinall, bruv. Yeah.
He's not gonna no one's gonna remember this guy in 5 years. No one's gonna remember this guy in 5 years.
This guy, bruv, came into the UFC, yeah, and his entire fight time so far in the heavyweight division has been about 12 seconds. And he's taken out killers. While these men are saying, oh, who have you fought? Who have you fought? This, that, the third, right? I'll tell you who he's fought. All the people that Jon Jones hasn't fought.
Yeah, which is true. In
the top 15 of the heavyweight division, fam. Yeah. All right. Arlovsky will give a pass, bro, because Arlovsky is
he's old now.
They willed him out of the fucking museum. We'll leave Arlovsky out of it, but still a name. You wanted a name, you got Arlovsky in there. Yeah. We've got Spivak in there. Yeah. Spivak is, let's say, a gatekeeper, journeyman heavyweight that they throw the young lions to see if they could pass that test. Pass. Yeah. They threw him to Volkov, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking Drago. Test passed. Curtis Blades, the first fight, injury, unfortunate, happens. Blew his knee out, first kick he threw.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, yeah. But that's not like officially it's a loss. Yeah, but it's not a
Is
loss.
it?
Yeah, yeah. Officially
Is
it's a
it not
loss.
a no contest?
No, it was a loss.
Oh, okay.
They get, and it is. I mean, technically speaking, it is a loss. But all fight fans, like when we review Legacy and we know what happened in, and no one considers that a loss. Bro.
Yeah,
Freak
yeah.
injury, blew your knee out, threw the kick. It is what it is.
Mm.
He fought Tybura, beat
Yeah.
him again. Another journeyman sort of test that they throw the heavyweights. Not Spivak, Pavlovich, killer,
Yeah.
just
That was
like
the one.
Volkov.
That was the one.
Killer,
That,
killed
that
him.
was the one.
Yeah, assassinated the, assassin. Yeah,
That's
and
the
then
one that made me sit up and take notice of him.
yeah, straight, bro, as you should, bro, because Sergey at that time was doing the same thing as Tom,
Yeah.
wiping through the fucking division, knockout after knockout after knockout, bro. This fucking Vladimir Putin bodyguard motherfucker, bro. You know what I mean, bro? And then he rematched Curtis Blades, and we know what happened. Knocked him out first round.
Slept him, yeah.
Yeah, bruv. And all of these names, all of these fights that I've mentioned, all of these fighters have clout, have, amongst fans, we know who they are. And these are all the guys you need to be beating if you want to build a legacy right now, and if you want to get a shot at the title. Which he did. He's won the title now. He's won the interim title. Now, all of these names that I've listed off, all of them, the complete fight time of all of these guys together has been about 12 seconds, bro. You know what I mean? He's just gone in there, wiped them out. Like, bro, he beat them like they owed him money. He beat them like the fucking oven was on. You know what I mean? He beat them like he had some shit to do after the fight, bro. Yeah? And then he won the interim title. And then fucking defended the interim title, bruv. That is taking the piss now, bruv. That is a violation. Who the fuck defends an interim title? The whole point of an interim title
is so you can get a title shot.
You get a title shot.
But
however, bro, hold on. I'm wheeling it all off. It's all wrapping up now. I'll get to the end of my fucking my monologue, bro. Yeah. So when they make this argument about Tom this, Tom that, who have you fought, who have you did, it's all gaslighting, bro. Like the record's there, bro.
Which is
the
fair.
names are there,
Which
right?
Is fair.
And then Jon Jones saying like he doesn't want to fight him is confirmation of him ducking him. Bro, he just done an interview with Kevin Ioli for Yahoo Sports like a day ago, 2 days ago. He literally said, I will give up the title, the heavyweight title. I will go down to light heavyweight. Bro, man said he will move weight classes. Yeah.
Oh, please.
And fight.
These misquotes.
This is his, bro. He said it himself. He said
and fight
he
who?
has no interest in Tom. He said he will give up if he doesn't retire after this fight, he will give up the heavyweight title, go down and fight Peirera because Peirera excites him. Bro,
but
that
it's
is
no, I can agree with that.
No,
I can agree with that.
Bro, you can't. It doesn't make sense. Because Peirera wants to fight Tom. Pereira's got a bigger set of gangulis than
no.
Jones.
I can listen. At this point in time, Jon Jones' mindset is motivation and legacy, right?
Bro.
Tom Aspinall doesn't give him legacy.
I'm just giving you Tom's future.
No one's gonna remember this guy in 5 years. He's gonna be like Bisping, bro. Like behave.
Bro, this is the guy. Bro, I'll tell you what. This is the guy, that is gonna go on, and expose Jon Jones's legacy as being fraudulent.
No,
he is. I'm telling you.
No.
Him and Alex will go on because what they're doing in their career right now, and we're talking back-to-back fights, 3-4 fights a year, knockout after knockout after knockout, fighting all the killers that are thrown.
Which is what Jon Jones did when he was in his prime.
Hold on. Which he didn't to this extent. He didn't, bro. Half of his career. Half of his career.
All the previous champions and all the names in the light heavyweight division,
bro.
And then he got wrapped up with DC. So if there was anyone that was in and around the time that he was having the fights with DC and obviously the stuff that happened outside of the UFC.
So all of these suspensions, half of his career in jail means nothing. It means that,
who did he miss?
Who did he took one fight every 4 years.
But who did he miss? Because we know the resume of Jon Jones. We don't have to go through it.
Who did he miss? Ngannou. He missed the Reyes rematch. Yeah. He missed Tom Aspinall. Yeah.
Well, he hasn't missed that yet. He hasn't actually missed that yet. He hasn't missed that. But yeah, all right, fair enough. The one you would say is the Ngannou. It's the one fight where you turn around and say, yeah, John, like, why didn't it happen? But I get it from his point of view, bro. I'm not a natural heavyweight. I'm not DC. I can't just go back up, and I'm fighting the most dangerous man on the planet.
That's the game we play, bro. That is the game we play.
The game is the game. But the fact of the matter is, I got to be smart with it. I don't think.
So you're
ducking? Hold on. No. I think Jon Jones, when he looked at it, would have probably fought Garn, even if Garn it wasn't for the heavyweight title. But what I don't think John anticipated was Ngannou leaving the UFC. I don't think he anticipated Ngannou leaving the UFC. So I think he always planned to fight him. But it's like you going in there and saying, oh, yeah, without a tune-up fight. Bro, when you go into them situations against someone that bad without a tune-up fight, bro, it's idiotic. Don't make sense.
Bro, he's the GOAT. He's all of these people.
Of course,
that he fought.
but
bro,
even being the GOAT, you have to be smart with it.
Bro,
money made was smart.
You talk about tune-up fights, yeah? You talk about tune-up fights. What about the Ovin St. Preux tune-up fight? What about the Anthony Smith tune-up fight?
That was for DC.
What about the Thiago Santos tune-up
Again,
fight?
for DC.
All of these guys were tune-up fights, bro.
For DC.
Machida, and now we're gonna talk about like legacy from back in like, all right, the 2000s, whatever. Yeah, Machida was a middleweight coming off a two fight loss, bro. Gustafsson arguably could have beat him.
He didn't even train for that fight.
Rampage. It doesn't matter, bro. Rampage, yeah, from a relic from the Pride era, bro. Rashad. Also,
these guys were all in their prime. These guys were prime players.
Bro, no, Rampage was not in his prime,
all right,
bro.
Rampage maybe not, but everyone else was.
Bro, Vitor was not in his prime.
Rua, all of them, man.
No, bro. Rua and these guys were all pride man them, bro. And this is what I mean. These guys, all of these legends, they all gave Jones a shot when he was the young and up-and-comer, bro. So this is why
his legacy was unstoppable at that time. But
no,
Jones
bro, you're not hearing me, bro. You're not hearing me. I'm telling you, all of these guys, yeah, all of these guys that fought Jon Jones. Off the top of my head, I'm trying to think. I
was trying to think of it myself. I was trying to think.
No. So you're right. So he fought like off the names that the people will probably recognize. Yeah, he fought Rua, Shogun. Yeah. Rua arguably was exiting his prime at that point because this was a Pride guy. You know, back in the day, early 2000s, Japan Pride, that was his thing. When he was champion over in Pride, that was the peak of his career.
Okay.
After that, Jackson as well. The peak of his career was with Vanderlei Silva and those fights back in the day in Pride, yeah. Machida, middleweight, coming off a 2-fight loss, yeah. Rashad, again, middleweight, like no threat, bro. Smaller than him.
It's not like these guys moved up to that weight. They were there.
Hold on. Vitor, yeah. Roided out of his head, yeah. Past his prime, no threat, and again a middleweight, yeah. Chael he fought because he wouldn't fight him on short notice, which is what Tom Aspinall done against Curtis Blades and Sergey Pavlovich.
That was hold on, wait. There's context to that. There's context to that because his trainer didn't want him to fight him, which is why Dana turned on his trainer, Greg Jackson. That's why that happened. That wasn't down to Jones. Jones
fight, but it doesn't matter. All the other guys do the things that Jon Jones don't, bruv. Is the point I'm trying to say. Gus, we know what happened in that first fight, yeah? When he didn't train, cool. But he was roided up to the gills, but he didn't train.
No. Cool. See, here it comes.
I'm just saying, bro.
Put that out there, people. Don't let him do this. Don't let him do this roid thing.
Glover.
There's only one. There's only one time the roid thing actually comes true, and that's after that. That's after that. No, where's the proof? Show me the proof. Show me the proof. Not the hearsay. The proof. There's only one time.
No, but bro, if you've been caught, all right. So we have to think about this logically. Yeah, in court, I can't prove it. I don't have no blood test, piss test. But we have to think about someone that has been convicted or caught multiple times, all right?
Yeah, of course.
Proven by the same fucking people that caught Lance Armstrong. Yeah? That now no one talks about Lance Armstrong being the GOAT anymore because of that. But we still talk about Jon Jones being the GOAT.
Of course we do, because he is the GOAT. Well, he got caught the once.
Who?
This is officially
Who?
Jones, the one.
No,
because,
bro.
No, well, hold on, wait.
Bro, he got caught. Bro, he got caught for cloning. He got caught for cocaine. He got caught for a lack of testosterone.
So hold on.
He got caught for Turinable.
Are we gonna tell? So you're telling me when he beat DC on cocaine, that made please? That's not performance.
It's a huge difference.
Oh yeah, because he in his out of his mind thinks he's invincible. Yeah, but
no,
in
bro,
terms
cocaine, bro, cocaine is used, by drug cheats to mask whatever the fuck you have taken. It is because why? It's a direct. I'm not going to get into the whole.
I know
exactly
what you're saying.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're saying, but we're not using the cocaine one.
And this is
you got caught. What was the one that you got?
And the cocaine, bruv, the cocaine that was caught in his system, party drug, whatever, cool. We could pass that over to the side there. The guy is wild. He likes to party. Yep. But the reason why I say now we can look at that failed drug test and be like, actually, do you know what? He was on other shit. He was using cocaine to mask the other shit. It's because he failed so many other drug tests after this.
So there was 3. So one was the dick pill, which was proven. Right.
Which one?
I shouldn't say.
Oh, the dick. Yeah, bro. That was not, bro. That was
again.
They made up a lie for
that says otherwise. So we're going by what we know. And
no,
it's the one. It's the one after.
Listen,
so it's the one after.
Was
it Turnable? Yeah? Is it Turnable? Is it Turnable? Is that the one?
Bro.
Yeah. So that's the one he's actually officially being caught for and banned for. And I think it happened again where it was still in this, traces were still in the system. But if I read it correctly, they couldn't charge him for the same thing twice or something along those lines.
Bro, listen, the drug thing is something that I've taken a very, 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 very keen interest in.
I know.
Keen interest in. It's not, look, the story that they present against really the facts, the cold hard facts about what you got caught taking, are 2 separate things. This is what we need to separate, bro. The stories are the stories, but what happened is what happened. So getting caught for cocaine, cool, party guy, whatever. I look at it as a masking agent situation. Now that we know everything that has come afterwards,
which you can do.
Yeah, the testosterone, the lack of testosterone, was the first DC fight, which is again a big red flag if you're in that sort of space of, keeping in sort of keeping a keen interest on drug testing and all these sort of stuff like pharmacologically and properties of how it affects the body and mechanisms and all this sort of stuff, right? The lack of testosterone is a big red flag. But back then, during the first DC fight, they didn't have VADA, bro. They did not have VADA.
Yeah.
So you could come in and piss through a fucking glass test tube, and they'll be like, "Yeah, you're cool. You could go fight." No one gave
which is what Lesnar was doing for years.
Yeah, exactly. And there was even suspicions of DC doing it for that fight as well, which I won't get into. But the biggest red flag was like, actually, hold on, how the fuck does Jones have no testosterone in his system? Which again then leaves the door open to start suspecting that he's on some shit, right? After that, he got caught for something called clonid. Yeah. He got caught for clonid after that. Can't remember what fight that was for.
That was before the second DC fight. I think that was 200, where they were supposed to fight.
They were
supposed to fight, but then it got cancelled.
Yeah, well, the fight that got cancelled was the one. Sorry, no. The DC fight is where he got caught for clonid. Or Turinable. Sorry, Turinable. He got caught for Turinable.
So that's the no contest, the second one, the
no contest, right? And then after that, he got caught. The fight, so bro, he fought against DC, got caught for
the second time,
yeah. Then after that, he fought Gus the second time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there he got caught again. Yeah. And they said, oh, it was the Turinabol from the last fight is pulsing in his system. Till now, there's no evidence of Turinabol doing that in anybody's system. They took
Everyone's
data.
different.
Huh? No, it's not. It's not. They took what he had taken before that, Clomid, right?
Yeah.
And they had said, oh, but Clomid can pulse in the system for several years. But for the Gus fight, he didn't get caught for Clomid. He got caught for Turinabol, which doesn't pulse in the system. What did they do for him, bruv? They moved the entire fight over from Las Vegas to LA.
No, he got cleared, but he couldn't fight in where was it? Where was it supposed
Las
to be?
Vegas. He couldn't. They wouldn't
couldn't
allow because
fight
they
in
knew
Vegas.
he cheated.
So
bruv.
they had
He
got cleared, but they wouldn't allow him to fight in Vegas. So they had to move the fight. Not that this happened and they had to.
Bro, I'm just going off what happened, bro. The fight
I'm
was
going
in
off
Vegas.
what we can read and know. Obviously, people.
Yeah, what happened was he got caught the night before the fight. UFC came out and they came out with all the VADA guys, Nowitzki and all this, and they were like, yeah, the Turinabol's pulsing in his system. We can't Las Vegas won't allow us to commission this fight. They're not going to commission this fight. So we're going to have to pick up and move it to LA.
LA, yeah.
To LA and Anaheim. Bro, this guy fucking walked through Gus like it was nothing. Like he was on fucking.
Yeah, but no. We knew that he didn't do anything for the first Gus fight, so he knew he had to train for the second fight. And obviously, it was a Gustafsson that was a bit more seasoned. So what happened is exactly what should have happened.
But then, if he could walk through Gus like that, yeah, his next 3 fights were against Smith, Santos, and Reyes, and we know how all 3 of them turned out.
Yeah, three young and up and comers that were hungry.
Bro?
3 young up and comers that were hungry, and listen, the lack of motivation. We even saw it from Money, yeah, which is why he had to go and bring his dad back from training. That there was a lack of motivation fighting these young bucks because he just knew they weren't on his level, and therefore he went down to their level, and which is why even though Jones won all 3 fights, they were close. Obviously, the Reyes won everyone debates. He potentially could have lost that. We all know he actually won it. But it's not steroids, people. Don't let this guy. Don't let him do this. It's only one, as he said, it's only the one time.
If this was anyone else, you would not be, bro. If this was anyone else, you'd be sitting here next to me, cussing an empty screen. I'm telling you, bro. Anyone else but John, bro. You'd be sitting here right next to me and we'd both be cussing out an empty screen, bro. But listen, with the whole drug thing, yeah? And bro, we've not even got into and this is what I mean. We've kept it strictly sports related, career related sort of shit. We're not even getting into all the
other stuff. Yeah.
So since we're keeping
and that other stuff, people, is not drug related. That's domestic related.
Bro, he just fucked his life over.
Yeah.
He's just fucked his life over.
Yeah.
But it gives a sort of, to me, bruv, it gives me even more confirmation that this guy is willing to go and do all this shit we're talking about, all this nefarious shit that I'm allegedly suggesting that he's on and doing and all this sort of stuff, bro. But yeah, bro, when we talk about Tom, right? Now Tom is in the same shoes that a young Jon Jones was when he was knocking on the door of asking for a Rashad fight, a Machida fight, a Rua fight, a Rampage fight. All of these guys that he fought to earn his resume and his legacy and all of this stuff, bro. And John wants nothing to do with it. Now, you say he's earned that right. We say, a lot of us, when I say we say, a lot of us hardcores, right? As you call us connoisseurs.
Yeah.
Like, bro, fuck all that gay shit, bro. Cut that out as well, bro. Cut that out as well, bro. But fuck all that cute shit, bro. Fuck all that fruity shit, bro.
Yeah.
We want to see this guy's head come off, bro. Which head top gone, bro. We want to see him fed, to the Lions the same way we fed some of our favorite legends to him.
Which is a fair comment. Which is a fair comment.
All of our favorite legends, bro. Did any of us want to see fucking Rampage lose to this guy? No, everyone loves Rampage, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's the same shit, bro. Did any of us want to see Machida fed to this guy and lose? No, everyone loved Machida, bro. Do you know what I mean? All the Rua, bro. Rua from the Pride days, a lot of people's favorite fighter from that era, bro. Do you know what I mean? We fed him to Jon Jones as well. We didn't give a fuck about all that other shit. Oh, you earned this and you earned that. Bruv, it's his time to step up now. You know what I mean? It's his time to step up now. If you don't take that fight, you know whatever you achieved before that is always going to be looked at with a shade of,
And I think, and that's where I disagree with this crap. Because I'm just like, the guy's done what he's done in his career. Like, okay, like, I'm just going to point out there, all right, he fights Tom, he beats Tom. It's going to be like, oh, well, go and fight Pavlovich then. Go and fight this guy, go and like that guy. At some point, these men have got to retire, bro. At some point, these guys have got to retire. I'm saying, I hope that after this fight with Stipe, Jon does fight Tom Aspinall, beats him up, and then says fuck you to everybody, bruv, for doubting him and doubting his legacy. Do I think it's going to happen? I'm not going to lie to you. The more and more this fight gets closer to the time, the more and more I don't think he is. And I think there's two reasons. I think one, as you said, as I said, I don't think Tom motivates him. And which is why he'd rather go down and fight Peirera. And I think the reason why Peirera motivates him and not Tom
is because he could take him down, bruv, and submit him and do the same shit that he done to Khan. No, it's the truth, bruv. It's the truth. Bro, Peirera is a kid, bro. Peirera is from my world. And you know that. You know, bro, I've been watching Peirera from Glory Kickboxing days when he was a 2-weight world champ back then. And he wasn't, bro. And we used to look at him at Glory Kickboxing, bro. And we used to look at him and be like, bro, he's very basic. Like, bro, he's got that textbook. Like, bro, he looks like that guy that walked into the gym the first time and just trying to learn technique. You know what I mean? It's a bit off, but, you know, he's got the fundamentals there somewhere. Bro, but the touch of death was undeniable. He was one of those guys at middleweight and at light heavyweight just looked a bit newbie, but knocking people out cold. Bro, kickboxer. You're putting in a kickboxer against a guy that literally took Cyril Garnder, also a heavyweight, which is a kickboxer. Took him down in 30 seconds, subbed him. This is why Jones wants the Peirera fight.
No. Jones wants the Peirera fight because he knows it. Like, this guy is seen as a killer, bruv. More than Tom Aspinall. People will care more about the fight with Peirera than they would about Aspinall. Now,
if he is more of a killer than Tom, why is it then Peirera is eyeing up a fight with Tom?
Because
Peirera knows Tom is the killer.
Because Pereira's looking at it and thinking to himself, like most people are thinking to themselves, whoever out of these two wins this fight is going to retire. So he's looking at it as I fought Izzy, and that's done. Who's the next biggest thing outside?
Which is what Jon should be doing
outside of Jones and Stipe. And he's like, well, it has to be Aspinall. Whereas Jones is looking at it and thinking to himself, what's bigger, me versus Aspinall or me versus Peirera? Me versus Peirera is probably the bigger fight, and it is. And people listen. I think it's cute that people are pushing Tom, and they're like, yeah.
No, to be fair, you're right. I think you're right there. I think you're right in the sense that there is, but not by. I'm
not saying it's like a gargantuan gap. There's a big enough gap.
I agree. If I'm being neutral here with you, bruv, if I'm being real, I would give you that. I would say, in terms of popularity contest, you might get 250 more sales with
250,000 more sales. For Jones right now, the money aspect is a big thing because he knows he's probably got 1, maybe 2 fights left. So why not
Yeah.
go out with your biggest payday? And I don't think that comes from Aspinall. I think that would come from Peirera.
It's true. But this is the UFC, fam.
Yeah,
we don't do that shit here.
Yeah, but I will say this: if he does have one more fight, I think it has to be Tom. And for anything, I don't care. Listen, not that I think that listen. Tom's done what he's needed to do. I still think he should fight Gon before he fights Jon Jones. But for me,
by the way, Gon doesn't, bro. Gon, if we're talking about duckers, yeah, they offered Gon Pavlovich, he didn't take it. They offered Gon Tom, he didn't take it, and I think they offered Gon Curtis Blades, and he didn't take it. And do you know what? All three of them guys then had an agreement, and they said basically like, yeah, we need to blacklist Cyril Gon because he's fucking fighting no one.
He's not fighting.
Imagine
nobody.
he pissed off the whole fucking division. Nobody's like, even if they offered them Gon, they're taking it out. They're not going to take it out of spite because this guy's just been ducking.
Which is
essentially blacklisted himself. But I think he's got a fight coming up soon. But sorry,
yeah,
bro.
he does.
Sorry.
He's I think he's fighting on one of the fight night cards or something like that.
Yeah.
But the only reason why I say fight Gon is not for anything else more than he's the only one I would say at that division that offers something different. So it's like, all right, cool. Let's see how you deal with someone that is light on their feet, that isn't just gonna stand there and want to trade blows with you. That's the only reason why I said that. And I've been saying that for a year that he should fight him just for something different, but it just hasn't happened. But yeah, for Jones,
it's not Tom's fault. That is, bro. If you're talking about Tom, he's taken everyone they've thrown at him.
Yeah, which is fair. And
Pavlovich.
I'm not saying he's ducking anybody. He's done. He's beat. Listen, he's destroyed everyone that's been in front of him. But I think for people to turn around and say that if Jon doesn't take this fight, then we have to look at him sideways. I think it's absolutely criminal because we're not looking at this like a Mayweather Pac-Man situation. Even though it did happen, it happened too late. And like Tom Aspinall at that level, he's not a guy that because Jon didn't fight him, it should affect Jon's legacy in any shape or form. And I'm sorry, I think that's absolutely ridiculous. I understand the MMA and the UFC world works slightly different to the boxing world, but that's some joke thing as far as I'm concerned. Because
it's real.
That's what it is. No, that's some joke thing because, all right then, so why are we not saying the same things about Khabib coming at the fight game so early? Why are we not calling that out?
The difference between these guys. All right, let's talk about the candidates. Yeah, on GOAT, and we'll wrap it up on it because I feel this is a good the GOAT list. Would be
I feel like we've done an hour already.
Yeah, proper, bro. We'll wrap it up on the GOAT list, and we'll finish it up on this, bro. The GOAT list, Rushmore list. Candidate shortlist, whatever you want to call it.
So you got Jones,
Jon Jones, DC, GSP, Khabib at the moment. You know what
Silva,
I mean?
Anderson. No, but hold on, wait. Let me use Anderson Silva as an example. Sorry, quickly, because I know Anderson Silva is your guy. And
my goal, I'll say
yes, it's your goal. But I will take his situation and say this is the reason why Jon may retire after, because not to say he tarnished his legacy. But this guy was losing to guys that he shouldn't be losing to, and he went on too long. And that's how I'm looking at it for Jones. That's why I didn't add him in that sort of. But yeah, those four, I'm happy. I'm happy. Jones, GSP, DJ, and Khabib, and I have no issue with anybody saying GSP's mine. DJ's mine, Habib's mine, because they're all the Mount.
But the reason why their argument might hold a little more water, in my opinion, now a lot more water than Jon Jones's career, is because of the consistency, fam. These guys, of course, whether it be for personal or non-personal or professional reasons, their career never bro, Jones. If we're calling him the GOAT now, bro, he missed half of his fucking career, bro, due to suspensions, jail time, trouble.
I wouldn't say half, but a quarter of his a main part of his career in terms of his age. In terms of age, the
Yeah, a
main part of his
massive
career.
portion. Bro, he blew a massive portion of his career, which those guys didn't. Though that time that those guys had was used building like their legacy, bro. Consistency. They were consistently taking on all the guys that were thrown at them, top contenders, and beating them throughout all that period of time. Never failed any drug tests, never got into any trouble or nothing like that. So that's why their argument might hold a little more.
Yeah, which is fair. Fair.
And bro, if let's say Dillashaw, bruv, Dillashaw was also a drug cheat and a champion, and arguably, if he never failed those drug tests, we would be calling him a GOAT. Do you know what I mean? We would, bro, because at the time when he was champion.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that run that he went on.
The run that he was on, bro. Do you know what I mean? Taking out Cody Garbrandt twice, winning his belt back and all that stuff. Like, people were looking at him like, oh, if he beats Cejudo.
Yeah.
He's going to be like, we're going to throw him in. And look how that shit turned out for him. The moment he failed these drug tests, bro, the career, done, wrap. No GOAT discussion for you, son. You are a drug cheat. You're a cheat in general. No love, no sympathy. So that's what I will throw your way, bro. Because Jones, in my opinion, should be looked at like that as well now. It's like, bro, how many drug tests did you fail? We can't look at you the same way that we look at, let's say, GSP, DJ, and Habib. But with that being said, I am a fan of Jones, bruv. Technically speaking, bruv, he's just an impossible puzzle to figure out. However, the whole drug test thing has helped him. Like, bro, a lot of these guys, I think, if he wasn't sourced, right, he could have potentially lost to Reyes. You know what I mean? If he wasn't sourced. Those drugs, bro, you know about crackhead energy, fam. You're from G blocking Stonebridge, bro. You know about crackhead energy, bro. That shit can get you over the line sometimes, fam.
Nah, I hear it. And listen, people, look. This segment was supposed to be so long, but listen, when we get into it like this, I love this. And listen, I know you're gonna love it as well. Quickly, too, before we wrap up, obviously the whole point of this was to talk about UFC 309. I know you said it was a crap card, but we got to talk about the co-main event very, 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 very quickly with Charlie Oliviera. Charlie Oliviera, my boy. Yeah,
no, don't do Michael
Chandler
like that. Bro, listen, let me tell the people one thing, yeah? When Michael Chandler was Bellator champion, yeah? TJ used to have daily phone calls with my man, bro. He was trying to get him in the UFC, bro. In the group chat, my man would not stop rambling about
this
Michael
guy
Chandler.
is chatting so much.
Listen, when my man finally made his UFC debut, bro.
I didn't even know who he was.
Bro, TJ, bro. I'm going to pull up, bro. I'm going to find the clips from the old fight talks, bro. I'll find them. But sorry, our boy.
Rematch. Listen, the first one, bro, do you know what? I had to go back and watch it because I just saw, obviously, Charlie Oliviera knocked him out second round. But I forgot that Chandler won the first round and dropped him.
Battered.
And it was crazy fight. Yeah. And I'm not expecting anything different from this fight, to be honest. I just think it's just going to be hands everywhere. Obviously, Chandler's
just going to pick up where the first fight left off.
Yeah, it's just going to be like, all right, cool. Yeah, let's go. Round 3, boom, let's get going. Chandler's going to come forward.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be hands and things. But for this fight, obviously, we know it's going to be someone's getting knocked out or subbed. But I think if Chandler loses, I think that's kind of it for him in the UFC. To be honest, I think his record's 2-3. I think he's 1-2, lost 3.
It's not that, bruv. It's the fact that he's, the whole Conor McGregor fight thing fell through.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because that should have happened. And this is what happens, unfortunately, when you're relying on Conor.
Yeah, bro.
It just doesn't happen. So he's been inactive for so long. But Charlie Oliviera, obviously, winning this fight keeps him relevant in the lightweight division. Losing it, oh boy, that's it in terms of title shot. Obviously, I think he's just coming off a loss, a close loss. What's the guy's name? I can't say it. I can't lie to you. Arman something other.
Yeah, Sarukian.
Yeah.
Sarukian. Yeah. But bro, this is the thing with Olives, bruv. Yeah, his career. The reason why the fans love him so much is because his career has always been like this. Like, bro, he's gone on a few win streaks and then lost like 2 back-to-back. Gone on a few win streaks and then won 1 out of 4. You know what I mean? Gone on a few win streaks and then built up this mythical Charlie Olives that never quits, never dies, always finds a way to finish someone.
And then run into
And
Makachev.
now, he fought Islam and he fought a bunch of fucking Eastern European mad dog wrestling type, grind people down to the bone kind of fighters. And he's kind of gone back to that whole slump. You know what I mean? But now this Chandler fight, I see it being the back to that whole, Charlie Olives is back now. He's going to get a run. He's going to get a title shot. Chandler, bruv, at the end of the day, bruv, he fights like a caveman. He's got all the ability to fight, technically, intelligently, but he decides to just go out there and just swing.
Yeah.
Which is why we love him. It's why we love him, bruv. He's a punching bag. You know what I mean? We love that shit, bruv. We want to see fucking top level athletes fight as if they're drunk on a Friday night outside Weatherspoons, bruv. That's what we want to see, bro. But if you play that game with Charlie Olives, you're gonna get done. You're gonna get dealt with. The only 2 people that have beaten him recently, and he's fought Gaethje.
That was fighting. Yeah, that fight. Oh my lord!
Trust me. Even he fought Dustin and Justin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He fought both of them. He fought Ferguson. He fought Kevin Lee. He's fought all these dudes, bro. He's fought Chandler. These guys fight nothing like Islam or Sarukian. Sarukian and Islam are that, like I said, wrestling based, take you down, keep you there. No matter how good your jiu-jitsu is, no matter how good your wrestling is, these guys do it to the world's best. They just take you down and put you there, keep you there. Either submit you or just fucking wrestle fuck you until the end of the round. And you can't do much about it, even if you're a 17 dan Brazilian jiu-jitsu like black belt like Charlie Olives. So I can't see Chandler doing that, even though I know he can.
Yeah.
He's a very good wrestler. You know what I mean? He's got that in it. He's got a pedigree in wrestling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's got that. He still goes out there. He's kind of like Justin Gaethje, bro. Just a knucklehead.
Yeah. But how do you see the fight? Well, and we know how it's going to go, but how do you see it ending? Who's going to be victorious?
I think it's going to end the same way the first one did, bro. Second round knockout, Charlie Olives. Because Charlie always gets fucked up in the first few moments of the fight. Normally, the first round of the fight, he gets fucked up, and then we see him sort of get back into the fight. But yeah, I kind of see it happening the same way, especially with the ring rust for Chandler as well. 2-3 years off, ballooning up in weight for the Conor fight, preparing for the Conor fight.
And then having to drop back down.
Psychologically, that must have fucked with him as well as physically. And now he's coming back down and they're feeding him Charlie Olives. Like you said, no tune-up, no nothing. Just straight in there with probably the second or third best in the division.
Yeah. Crazy. But listen, people, look, it's been a mad one. No, in terms of the rest of the card, no one cares. I'm being honest. No one cares about the rest of the card. It's just those 2. And even did Charlie Olives and Charlie only got a side mention because it's all about really Jones and Stipe. And it's really about Jones and Stipe, and it's really about what happens after Jones and Stipe. That's all everybody cares about. So it's like, all right, cool. These 2 will fight. We'll see, is Jones gonna beat the heavyweight GOAT, or is the heavyweight GOAT gonna beat Jones? And then it's like, will you fight Tom Aspinall? Yes or no? That's all everyone wants to know from this card. But we're gonna watch nonetheless. People, let us know what you think in the comment section. Let us know what you think. Who's going to win? Is it going to be Jon Jones? Is it going to be Stipe? Let us know what you think about Jon Jones' legacy. Do you think that Jon Jones is the GOAT? Or do you think that failing one drugs test barely diminishes what the GOAT has achieved in the sport? Do you think the fact that him not fighting Tom Aspinall, is it ducking? Or is it just, you know what, when it's my time, I'm going to go out on top? let us know what you think about what's your Mount Rushmore? As you saw, Tooth and I agreed. Jones, DJ, Habib, and GSP. Have you got anyone else? The Anderson Silvers of this world. So I think I've read someone in the comments. Someone put DC on their Mount Rushmore. And I was like, I don't know how you came to that
Hey, don't
conclusion.
disrespect DC, bro.
No, listen. I'm not a
I'll be
DC
real with
fan,
you.
but I respect what he's achieved in the sport.
I'll be real with you, bruv. I've got a lot of the old school guys.
Yeah.
And by a lot, I would say 2 on my Mount Rushmore. And that's Fedor, Anderson. They will always be there, bro. Because during that time, what they done is really like taking on all comers and wiping them out. Now, obviously, the reason why that doesn't hold as much water today is because their skill set was just so ahead of the competition that it was almost unfair. Whereas these newer guys like the Joneses, the GSPs, it's a little bit more credence to some of their when you compare their resumes to some of the other guys from back in the day. But still, that's me. That's what I think of it. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna rip into Jones any more than I have done. We'll save that for when we figure out what's happening after.
Exactly. We'll save that for the review next week, people.
No
once we find out what's happening and what we're gonna see after this fight. But people, listen, as usual, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Get the likes up, get the subscriptions up, and say all the time, share. We are here. And don't forget to join our social media pages as well. Links are in the description. I want to say thank you very much to our Dr. Hero of Dentistry on MMA Connoisseur Tooth. I enjoyed that.
Thank you, bro.
Thoroughly enjoyed that.
No, of course, bro. Thank you, man. And glad to be here back again, bro.
No, of course, bro. People, as I said, we're back next week with the review when we find out who wins out of Stipe and Jon Jones and what we're going to get next. We'll also be back next week with ST for United Talk as we welcome Amarim to Manchester United, and we're going to try and get footy chat back as well. But people, listen, stick with us. Content's going to be coming out, and by the new year, it's a promise to you. By the new year, things will change. It will get a lot better, and we'll be trying to go live. I know I've been saying it for the past 2 years, but I've got the foundations now for it to happen. So listen.
Bro, you've been saying that about NBA talk as well, fam.
Listen, NBA talk. Listen.
Don't do it, bro. Just don't do it, bro. Just cut the stream, fam. Don't give us those promises, fam.
NBA talk. If we can get Mr. KA to get a night off, people, NBA talk will come back. We're gonna try. We're gonna try and get NBA talk. We're gonna try and get that back. But listen, people, as usual, stay safe out there, be safe, and we shall see you very, very soon. Peace.